Welcome to the Kinetic 2 overview. In this video, we'll show you how you can quickly get started creating your own songs inside of Kinetic 2. Cakewalk makes it easy to get started by providing hundreds of inspiring sounds and patterns right out of the box. To start, use the browser in the center of the screen to select a pattern organized by instrument and style, and then on the right side, choose a corresponding sound. At any time, you can select a different pattern or patch. When you're ready to add a new instrument, simply select the next available track from the mixer at the top of the screen. The current track is indicated by an arrow. Here you have control over the volume, mute, solo, and pan. In addition, when you select a track, a name is automatically filled in. However, you can double-click to provide your own. In addition to 16 tracks, Kinetic 2 also provides 2 auxiliary sends and a master output. The master output allows you to control the overall volume of your project, as well as using effects such as compressors or EQs. Auxiliary buses allow you to use one effect on multiple tracks. Simply right-click to insert an effect. You can double-click on any effect to bring up its original user interface. Now, turn on the auxiliary send for any track that you wish to run through the effect. The overall amount of the signal sent into the reverb is controlled by the auxiliary send knob. Immediately above the mixer are controls for the current position, swing, and tempo. To the right is an indicator of your current CPU usage. Kinetic 2 allows you to change the tempo by simply double-clicking and entering a new value, or by using the new Tap Tempo function. Tap Tempo allows you to use a key on your computer keyboard, or remote control the Tap Tempo button from any MIDI device. Immediately to the left are the transport controls. The transport allows you to rewind to the beginning of your current groove, jog forward or backward by a measure, and play and stop the current groove. The current groove is shown directly below the transport in the groove picker. The groove picker supports up to 64 different grooves. To create a new groove, we'll right-click on A1 and make a copy of it to A2. Now we can make changes to create a variation on our original groove. At the bottom of the groove picker, we can select how Kinetic 2 switches between different grooves. We can do it immediately, on the beat, on the measure, or on the groove. To change the name of a groove, simply double-click in the window at the top of the groove picker. Different grooves can contain different patterns, different volume settings, mute and solo settings. The patches for each groove are the same for each of the 16 tracks, along with the auxiliary sends and the effects in any of the tracks. At the bottom of the screen is the Song Arranger. This allows you to create an entire composition out of the different grooves in your song. To begin with, you can use the paintbrush to select different grooves and paint them into a song. You can also create songs in real time. First, press the record button. Now, select the first groove. As you experiment with different arrangements, Kinetic 2 will automatically record the results. The Song Arranger also allows you to create automation. This allows you to draw fade-ins or fade-outs on the entire project, as well as control individual track parameters, like effects and volume. The left side of the screen in Kinetic contains commonly used features. Here you can export your song as a WAV file, Windows Media, or MP3. You can also export your current groove. The part editor allows you to edit patterns inside of Kinetic 2. Here you can draw them on using the paintbrush, you can record them in real time using a MIDI keyboard, or record them in step time using a MIDI keyboard. In addition, Kinetic 2 introduces a new feature called the grid. The grid is a virtual drum controller containing 16 different pads. These pads can be used to control the active track. Pads are triggered by keys on your computer keyboard. To reassign a key, simply right-click and choose Assign New Key to Pad. The grid also contains performance maps. Performance maps allow you to constrain your playing to specific notes, or you can trigger multiple notes with one key press. For example, by using different drum maps, we can access different sounds within the general MIDI kit. Performance maps are stored on a track-by-track basis, so now we can go to a melodic part and choose a different performance map. In this case, we'll choose chords. Performance maps also affect incoming MIDI data as well. In addition, you can transpose any notes entered from the grid or from a MIDI controller by using the transpose function here. When recording with the grid, the accent button allows you to set a velocity offset. This allows you to make notes that are accented quieter or louder. Accent is controlled by the Shift button. Kinetic 2 also allows you to edit the sound. This will be covered in a later tutorial, along with tips on editing patterns and an overview of all the instruments included in Kinetic 2. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy Kinetic 2.